bloody hell, I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? What's going on? Something's happening there. Where's Benji when you need her? She knows about all this shit, doesn't she, Well, what's happening? Well, you know what's happening. I'm still battling against the elements or the council. I noticed that I said that things weren't going accordingly, and you can look on the council website, and would you believe it? They've shut the Barrow bit down. Yeah, you can go anywhere and look at the planning, but Barrow's been shut down. This occurs all the time whenever I mention the council, so you can't go on there. In saying that, they'll probably make it live again now, but yeah, you can see that the road outside my place, down at the railway, is only in consultation, and anyway, they're gonna move it from there. Somebody said to me, "Look, Roger, did you mean it when you said you were going to have a facelift in Bali?" Yeah, I do, and it's still like one. The only thing is, I'd lost that much weight then that my bloody neck was dangling all over the place, so I don't look so bad now, but I still wouldn't mind getting rid of that next time I go. So I've got to say something that happened to me the other day. I'd left the car down in Barrow, so I had to get the bus down. So I went with my bus pass to get on, and this is a great compliment, by the way, on the bus, and the woman here said, "Hey, you, let's have a look at that." And she said, "All right, okay." I said, "You know, that is the biggest compliment you could pay anybody to ask to." It's not like a 16-year-old girl, it's a 68-year-old, and she won't believe you're 68. So let me tell you something now. It's been really hot this weekend, hasn't it, And I never you've got to remember, I arrived back here with Benji and I got arrested on the plane. And then I went to go into my mate's pub, brought a chat with the farmers and all that. And the silk purse, I call her the silk purse. Sean said the other day, "Why'd you call her the silk purse?" I said, "Because you can't make a silk purse." "Oh, right, okay." Anyway, she decided to block me. And I'm not bothered who I upset, because I've been out this weekend and it's been beautiful weather and I'm not allowed to go in the farmers or the Rose and Crown or anything like that, all because of her. Well, she come and stayed with us in Australia, okay? And her mother and father were happy in the fact that I was there and I would go above and beyond whatever it took to make sure she was safe. And I did. I can tell you a story about the car and that when she bought it and one thing and another, but 40 degrees and I went out and fixed it. But that's the way it is, So I arrived back here and the silk purse says to me in front of Benji, right, "You're bad because you have slagged people off who come in this bar in the farmers." I said, "You are?" I said, "Number one, you've got a short memory. And it's not called slagging you off, it's called taking the piss, which we are famous for. And I'm sick of the woke thing that you're not allowed to say things about one thing or another. But that is the truth. So I'm not allowed to go out now in Ulverston. And if you think I've used my channel to slag off other people, and you think you can ban me out of the best place in Ulverston, which they are, which were not built by you, they were built by your parents, think again." Now, the good side of this is that I'm probably going to go and live down in God's country, which now is Barrow in Furness. And I loved it. I went to the rugby on Sunday, I went to the football on Saturday, and I had a great time, I really did. So what's happening with the council? Well, they don't reply to anything. They've shut down the site so that they can. I have got a meeting on Friday with our MP, Michelle Scroggin. And I think it's at 4:00, but I've no doubt at all that the town hall will be getting in there. Don't listen to him. It's absolutely true. And I've had this from a councillor that before people are allowed to speak to me, they have to go on a course to speak with me. What is it, held at the John Wynne rehearsal? I don't know. I'm going back in time. But it's so funny. It's not true. What am I going to do? Let me tell you about the guy who runs, who was running, whether he's still running, I don't know, the grant that we got, which I still believe is 1.75, not 1.65 million. It says in there that he was paid £150,000 to coordinate this grant. He had to send 230,000 back without giving a penny to me although I did that work, because they couldn't find the place to spend it all. Are you joking? Let me tell you what we had a place, something called Craven Construction, myself and Peter Molyneux, lovely guy. You know, honestly, he had a great saying, the pleasure's all mine. That actually comes from something that he said. And he would say, look, the town hall's been in touch with us. They've got to get rid of all this money. Go out and get some grants. Craven Construction. So we went out and got on any grants. And the town hall used to go, great that, because if you don't use it up, they'll put it down next year. And that's the truth. So according to this council officer, they have now sent back 230, on the neck end of £230,000 because they couldn't spend it. Whereas they promised me 150 and more. And I'm still telling you now, if I got the money, right, not with him, I can't deal with him, I will get the House of Lords looking fantastic. I've got a great design for it. And it will look, well, a lot better than John Winner anyway. So now you've got to remember that now they've got £200 million, okay, to spend on your town, okay, on your town. Yeah. So they're going to do that if they couldn't even get rid of 1.75 or 1.65. I'd just send the rest back. Well, I believe that it's going to get given at 20 million a year to spend on your town to make it look better and bring it back from the shithole that is. And what's the worst place in Barrow at the moment? What wants money thrown at it? The House of Lords. You know I'm right. So what happens with this 20 million a year if they can't find anywhere to spend it? And just leave the House of Lords looking like that. I spent all that money. I did £800,000 worth of work on there. You should see their scope of works compared to what I did. Now, they went to the High Court without inviting me to go there and stop me with further works to save that facade. And they just took the scaffold down. So this council officer apparently is still working there. Let me tell you what he did. He used your money to try and take me to court and have me sent to jail because of this channel. He said he felt for his life and but what he said to me and with the CEO of Barrow at the time, the threats they made to us was unbelievable. So as I say, look, if I can't speak to him, but I'm going to meet with Michelle and I'm going to give you an update from that. Why aren't I dressed in black today? Because black makes you look slim. Well, that's because I filled out a bit, so I don't need the black, do I? So wait until after I've met with Michelle. As people say, like, you must be like a lot going on in your head, and there is a lot going on in my head, but I'm allowed to put it to one side. I've got something else going on at the moment, and as I say, if I'm made to go somewhere, I won't go alone. Yeah, so let's hope that this 200 million really does build Barrow back, and let's hope we can get. I'd love to get the Bar Continental open for the World Cup next year. You know, I can do things. I can work with these people, but I can't work with that council officer. Not at all. Not in any way, shape or form. Anybody who knows me knows that I make a laugh out of most things, and I do, and sometimes to my detriment. But all I can say is, look, I've got Barrow at my heart. Because of the silk purse, I'm probably going to move down to Barrow, which won't be a bad thing because I spend most of my time down there. And I go around and I get a lot more welcome down there. In saying that, I must admit, I go around Ulverston, and apart from the Silk Purses people, I do get a lot of support, and they say, we know what you're going through. So I'll give you an update when I've met Michelle Scroggin, and I'm sure I've written to her and I've told her, look, you know, please meet me, don't listen to everybody. I know that the town hall will be in her ear saying there's a nutcase and all that, and I am a bit of a nutcase, but I'm not a bad nutcase. You know, I've got feelings for the area, the road, you know, the Ulverston bypass, everything. It's there. Let's see what she says, and hopefully she'll go back with something positive. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. And this Aboriginal painting behind me. The other one the other day was Yondi, and this one I can tell you about because it's got blue in it and no red. It's been painted by a man. okay? If it's got more red than blue, it's been painted by a woman. And I never knew that till I went to Australia. And, hold on, there's my didgeridoo in the corner. And maybe if I can get some wax, I'll show you how I can play it. So I've got to go, because if I don't go, I can't come back. And just let me tell you now, as soon as this is on, it's on high alert with the council to have some sort of say on me. I've been told this by a councillor, and also by that officer. He told me that as well. You know who he is. You know, anyway, he can't say anything off the top of his head, because there's nothing on the top of his head. Not like the Greek god with the blue eyes, you know. So, Anyway, so I'm going to go. I've got to love you and leave you. I've got to go, because if I don't go, I can't come back. And once again, the pleasure's all mine. Go on, Barrow Soccer!